What's going on? Tectonic Edge here playing some more Mono Green Tron. I've got a creature build in 1 minute, or not 1 minute, 1 minute. One night to finish this league because we are right on the cusp of the league's ending. But I figured I'd give this creature build a try. It's not an exact copy of anything, but I saw a creature build won a tournament, so they didn't have Concrete Creator. I figured I'd give it a try. They were running a lot of thragtusk, so guess what? We've added a lot of thragtusk. Deck list is in the description below. Gonna mulligan this. I'm also going to mulligan this. One Tron land does not get us there. We need 2 Tron lands, as always. Mine. Can't mind the mine. But I think we're going to have to keep this over going to 3, unfortunately. This will be a little on the rough side. We have a way to get Jegantha at the very least. Let's see what we're up against. Alright. Not usually the best colors to see. Noble Hierarch with the ramp too. This could be rough. We're going to gamble with the chromatic here. If they have land destruction, we're going to be in a bit of trouble. But we would have been in trouble either way. So I think this gives us the best chance. The snow mountains make me think it's not going to be Ponza, but I could be wrong. Seasoned Pyromancer, alright. Feeling very much like a green-red Ponza build. Forest Prismatic Vista. Alright, a lot of lands. If we can draw a Tron land in the top 2, no, but it'll be very happy when we play that. We'll crack for green. Come on, show me a power plant. Okay. So we do have to play the forest. Sylvan Scrying. We will take a power plant. We have turn 4 Tron into a Wurmcoil Engine. Not the best. We are going to be a little bit behind here. It just matters what our opponent has. If they have any land destruction, we're going to start becoming really behind here. And hopefully that's not prophetic. Okay, it's just a 4/4. Just going to be 3 damage. Cool, we should just have to get through the next turn. We could go for that Ancient Stirrings, but I'd rather play the Expedition map and guarantee Tron next turn. Wurmcoil is our best play. And should hopefully buy us the stall we need, but we're taking a good bit of damage this turn. Ooh, Ancient Stirrings. Okay, interesting, meaning they either really want lands or they really want colorless cards. Grove of the Burnwillows. A second Bone Crusher Giant. Let's go ahead and crack the Expedition map and grab the tower. And if they have a way to deal with the Wurmcoil, we're in a bit of trouble. But we get to get the chromatic out, which we don't really need because we have our green source already. So we'll go ahead and crack. Then Ancient Stirrings. Do we need any of these? Blast Zone doesn't do much here. We'll take the Karn. And we'll count on the Wurmcoil to help us out. Artifact destruction would be tough. They should attack, even though we do block. But them being an aggro deck, delaying really doesn't do them much. Oh, alright, they're going to go for the delay. Interesting. We'll grab the Sanctum here, right? We'll play a Karn. Sacrifice the Sanctum of Ugin. Well, a Titan would be okay. I think I just want another Wormcoil Engine. And we'll start eating away at their board state. So, I don't know what they're looking for, but I think we're starting to recover. Lightning Bolt to deal with the Karn, alright. It's a Lightning Bolt that doesn't go to our face, so I'm happy. Scavenging Ooze, that could potentially get big. Birds. Oh, and they're out of cards. All his dust would be very nice here. We'll just continue to eat away. A little risky keeping it with one Wormcoil, but I like eating away at that board state. They now have a 3-2 and a 2-2. Another birds, alright. We'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of this. And they're going to scoop to that. Nice. All right, we managed to come back from a turn 4 on the play. Tron. Got to worry about land destruction with those colors. This is very similar to a Ponza build. They have a lot of mana ramp too. I think they got a little unlucky there with their draws. Blood Moon is a possibility, so I don't want to bring in the Thought-Knot Seers. You can pretty well see the whole deck list here. Again, it's in the description below if you want to check it out. And that's something that's not going to flash by. But what do we bring in? I don't really think we need the relics quite as much here. And I'm a little worried bringing these in. They could have Tarmogoyf, but I don't think they do. I think we're just going to bring in the Spatial Contortions. I kind of like the Thought-Knot Seers, but I kind of don't. Solely because they can run Blood Moon. I don't want to bring in... Hey, you know what? We don't know they're running Blood Moon. Is Spatial Contortion still better? We're going to bring in 2 Thought-Knot Seers. If I knew they were running Blood Moon, I'd bring in the Wilts. But since I don't, I just want the extra creatures. Alright. That's going to be an easy mulligan. Same. We need Tron. Very tempting, but we need Tron. Although it was better than that. Come on, last 3. Well, we are keeping, certainly. Yeah, this is going to be an uphill climb. So I think we're going to have to do it in game 3, if at all. Come on, Tron land. That is not a Tron land. Alright, we're going to need a little bit of luck to pull this one off. This is a pillage. We're just dead in the water. And the bird gets to swing with 1 because of Exalted. Yep. Alright, crack for green. Moment of truth. Can we draw a land? Yep, nope. We are not winning this. That is... That's pretty much a killer there. They get an Ancient Stirrings, which I wonder what they can grab besides land. This feels like a very weird build. I don't really have a grasp. I think they've got some trip. Eldrazi Obligator. Is this green-red Eldrazi? Okay, well that is good to know. So that means they did take maybe a sideboard card, but they could have taken control, and Eldrazi Obligator is tricky to beat. If we don't get a land here, I think we're just done. Yep. We need lands for this deck to work, and it does not work without them. Oh, I didn't see a Blood Moon either, so I'm going to keep with the same build. Oh, it's so close. How... I'm going to gamble it. No, I shouldn't. I know I shouldn't, but I got 2 dig cards, so we're going to get those extra draws. And turn 4 if I don't. And I do like that turn 4 Thought-Knot Seer, if we can get there. I think we can get another land. Alright, are they going to ramp out? Come on, top 2 cards, give me a Sylvan Scrying. Oh, Pithing Needle, if they name Chromatic Star, I'm in a bit of trouble. Okay, good, they named Karn. I mean, not good they named Karn, but... yeah, they could have done some damage with that Pithing Needle had they gone for the Chromatic. Oh, alright, we draw the dead card. It's slow. I'm going to hold off on the Chromatic in case we draw a Thragtusk. They could have Artifact Destruction here, which would be tricky. Double Noble Hierarch, alright. Top deck Power Plant. We have a good turn next turn because we get to clear those 1-drops with the Blast Zone. I think that's going to be our best bet, barring land destruction here. Okay, they are an Eldrazi build. Interesting. Let's see if they've got the big strats of naming Blast Zone here. Ugin the Spirit Dragon. All right. We're going to take 5 damage. But we're going to be in a really good spot. All right. Blast Zone. Sacrifice Blast Zone. Thought not Seer. And we'll leave him with a land. Our Karns are now active. Our Worm Coil's live. And if we draw a tower, we get Kozilek. No, we'll just take the damage here. All right, very nice. Yeah, we'll just play a Karn. Get this started. I'm not going to start swinging in yet. And I'm going to be looking to take out that potential of that Eldrazi Obligator. We'll see what they play. All right, double land. All his dust is nice. We'll take out these. Still hold on defense. They could draw a lightning bolt and take out the Karn. But they could also draw an Eldrazi Obligator, and they're going to scoop to that. Very nice. All right, so because this is the last league, I'm going to keep playing. I'm not sure if I'll get through the full 5 in this video. Obviously, if you've seen it in the description, you know. But we're just going to keep going here. Other things I would have liked to have seen in that matchup. We did pretty well. I probably was a little too risky on that last keep. Had we not found that expedition map, we would have been hurting. Won the die roll. Nice. Let's see this opening hand. Declare Jegantha. Ooh, we are not getting lucky on the openings. Yeah, no, we need to mulligan. Keep looking for Tron. Like that. We'll keep that very easily. Pitch the Chromatic Sphere, because the other two, if they get destroyed, will at least get us a gangster card. Let's keep. Pitch Chromatic. Start her off. Not having a threat plays in a decent time is going to be a little tricky. But we can always draw into it, and we do have Jegantha. Not a Golos build, though, so not as... Jegantha is just a little bit of win more here. No, it's not. It's wrong terminology there. It's a little bit of just extra, you know, if you don't find a threat, it's... Alright, mine Chromatic Star. But it doesn't have that extra combo aspect to it with this build. We focused a lot more on getting those life gain creatures in here. And first look at what we're playing against. Moltu 6 for them as well. Tron? Tron! Hey! Called it a millisecond before they even played the first land. Alright, so if we draw a Karn, we're in a very good spot. A backup mine is not bad. Crack for green. Hopefully draw Karn. Alright, a backup expedition map is not bad. And there's Tron. If they don't have it, though, if they have it, we're in a spot. If they don't have it, we'll see. We got one draw to get a Karn Great Creator. Not creature build. We've got one draw. Interesting. Which tells me that they probably don't have it. Or they drew it. They drew it and have it in hand. Alright, so we did not find a threat we were looking for, but we get to hold up 2 expedition maps. So I think this is one of the rare games where we may actually survive them having turn 3 Karn. But that's rough. Oh, they're Eldrazi Tron. Okay. Still rough, but not as bad. Losing that Willamog is definitely a little on the rough side. Less worried about that then. We'll just crack one for a tower. Alright, something playable. The exact opposite of what I asked for. Well, we get the Jegantha. Which means they likely won't swing in with the Thought-Knot Seer. Our biggest worry is that they find a Karn Great Creator. Honestly, I think I take it. That extra card of unknown, yeah. We'll just take the 3 here. Not with all their mana still up. Oof. Alright, a little on the rough side. Using my own namesake against me. Alright, we'll grab the power plant. No way to really protect Tron. We don't really have anything to do with it. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, that seems worth it. They're going to put a +1/+1 counter on that Walking Ballista. We'd really like to draw a Karn. Yeah, we'll just take the damage here. That's a lot of mana. Big Walking Ballista. Big Walking Ballista. Oblivion Stone wouldn't be bad either. Alright, that's decent. Ancient Stirrings. Oh, it's a trade. Well, we could draw a card. They're still going to weaken the Walking Ballistas. Is that the move? Because he has 6. Is that just presenting too much damage? Yeah, I think it's presenting too much damage. Feels bad for the 1/1, but this is a rough spot to be in. Oh, are they just gonna... Interesting not targeting me with that last one. I guess they're making sure I don't swing in. Which, yeah, I guess I swing in. A few turns of that will put them in a rough spot, so... Oof, do they have it? Do they run 2 Tectonic Edges? Okay, Blast Zone. They've got a while to build up to 5. Well, we'd be left with a 3/3. Nope. Did not mean to do that. Yeah, I think we swing 10 here. Oh, well, yeah, there's no reason not to block, because I am planning on blowing the O-Stone, not this turn, but next turn. Nope. Not what I meant to do. A lot of O-Stones, so we may as well get them down to 5. Pretty much if they start putting counters on Walking Ballista, I blow it. Because they're going to get one less counter that way. And I think they realize that. So their choices are start pinging up the Walking Ballista, force the O-Stone. Their thought process would be wanting to block the Jegantha and then deal 6 to me. I'm not going to give them that option. We want them to spend all their mana, though, because we do get a draw off the Thought-Knot Seer. And we will have 7 mana to play anything. We've got the second Old Stone we can play out, worst case. Although I think we hold that back just because this is the second Eldrazi deck I played. The last one was green red. Well, actually, same video. Yeah, double Eldrazi. I'm so used to recording these in a row. All right. Yep. Oh, yep. And so he can block. I bet he's not going to. Yeah. So he figured me out. He's going to get that little extra damage. Let's see if he goes to my creature or just tries to deal as much damage to me as he can. Likely, I think he kills the Jegantha. He can't put another counter on Walking Ballista, but the fact he's wasted it means he can't get up to the O-Stone for next turn, which is decent. He hasn't wasted it. He's going to kill the Jegantha. That's poor terminology on my part. Actually, I think I played this guy before. That username looks familiar. Yep, just enough to kill Jegantha. And another All Is Dust is not what we were hoping to see. So, worst card they can draw is Great Creator. Yep, they'll put it on the Blast Zone. Up to 2. We do get to hold it up in case they draw something, but we are out of gas and hoping for a top deck. It's a lot of mana. Big Walking Ballista. Oh. Huh. Yeah, that's right. Some Eldrazi list are mainboarding Ugin. very unlikely we come back from this. That's right, we did know about the Warping Whale. We needed that to resolve to come back from this. Alright, we'll concede game to that. I needed a Tron land, and then let's just see if we would have. Top deck a Karn? Nope. Alright. Well, 2 cards away, but we could have. Sanctum would have let us trigger off the All Is Dust. That was a rough game. Alright. Goodbye, All Is Dust. Hello, Thought Not Seer. Right? Yeah, we could go Wilts. Is Wilt better? Wilt might be better. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. They run Chalice of the Void, which can be annoying. Nah, we'll go for the Thought Not Seers. I like the lower cost threats. Taking the play again. Jegantha. We don't have Concrete Creator, so we are in a bit of a rough spot. Oof. Dig for Tron. Not Tron. Really bad luck on finding Tron recently. Mulligan to 4 or... we'll go to 4 and... log into 3. Alright, let's find out how lucky we can get. This is going to be a rough one. Went Sylvan Scrying over Expedition map because they still have Chalice. Granted, we get it out before Chalice, but better safe than sorry. Tron land, Kozilek. Was really hoping to draw Tron land. Yeah, nope, we're just in a bad spot here. We have not been hitting Tron when we need it. Oh, do they just have natural Tron again? Alright, cross your fingers, Sylvan Scrying. Crack for green. Cross your fingers, Ancient Stirrings. Crack for green. Oh, they're going to use that. They're going to play an Eldrazi Temple and then get out a Reality Smasher. Or not. Oof, but that's probably worse. Can I beat this? Losing a land a turn, starting with the Tron lands, with no playable threats. The answer is no. No, I cannot. We're going to concede this one and go to game 3. That was a good draw on their part, and a weakness of the creature deck is, we lose some points in the Eldrazi Tron matchup because we don't have Concrete Creator, and they do. At the very least, I could have drawn my own Concrete Creator there had I had it, and it would have shut down both of our Concrete Creators. Got the die roll, nice. Declare Jegantha. And not get Tron again. Mulligan for Tron. Nearly identical hand. All right. Keep going. Hopefully not a one-lander. And, I did get what I asked for. It's not a one-lander. I am not confident right now. So we're just going to keep this. I probably shouldn't. But I've been having pretty bad luck on these draws all day. So, yep. Misty Rainforest. Never the colors we want to see. Temple Garden. Okay. Interesting. Couple of options here. Utopia Sprawl. 4-color likely? Yeah, I think this is going to be the 4-color Omnath deck. Well, that's good. And it does guarantee us they could have a counter spell. We're locking ourselves into turn 4 Tron, which is rough. I'm going to feel bad if we top deck a mine, but other than that, at least we have Tron. Although they are still showing green-white. Gavany Township. Maybe this is just Creature Toolbox? Being behind on Tron is going to suck if it is. Warrock Champion. Yeah, this is probably a Creature Toolbox deck. Or, no, this could be Helliod Life. Helliod Life with Gavany Township. Yeah, no, this is Helliod Life. Okay, that makes sense. We're playing a Helliod Life deck. Collected Company? Oh, but that could also be bad. I think I would have held that up, though. Unless they're going for the win this turn. That's pretty good, though. Oh, yep, Ranger. That's really good. If they know to sacrifice it, then we're in a lock for the combo. Yeah. Turn 2 slow. Yeah, the 3 damage is not the biggest thing to worry about. If they play smart and sacrifice the Ranger, what other options? Wormcoil's not going to save us from the combo. Yep, they're going to sacrifice it. Yep. They have that combo online. Well, let me double check here. Play it for 1. No, they need to play it for 2. All right, maybe 2, 3, 4. I don't know if they have it online or not. We may get one more turn. Oh, never mind. We don't. Yep. Wait. Oh. They definitely just um, yeah, they need a white mana for this. Yep. All right, so misplay of the other kind. They now have to hope we don't have Karn, which we do. Yeah, the risk of missing a land is too great. We're going to get rid of the Heliod here. Although I could have gotten rid of the Temple Garden and gotten rid of their white sources, which would have been decently effective too. I feel like the risk of them just drawing a white source is too great. Yeah, so at this point, their options, yep, there we go. We would have definitely have died to the combo had we gone for the land here. They can go for another... Collected Company if they have it. It could get them to the combo, but it'd be risky. It'd probably be better to wait till my turn. Do they put a counter on the Walking Ballista? Okay. They do put a counter on the Walking Ballista. And they ping it, so they just have to sacrifice a card. Makes sense. Are they trading? Okay. I'm not sure I would have done that trade, but sure. And are they going to scoop to the Karn? They're going to scoop to the Karn. All right. Oh. Yeah, so that one was... We really shouldn't have won that one. That one came down to a misplays on our opponent's part. They spent both of their white mana to play Walking Ballista and didn't have a white source to go infinite with the combo. Otherwise, we would have lost right then and there. We want these wilts. And what do we pull out here? The wilts are very nice because they let us answer the combo. Karn is nice. We're going to pull out some of the creature suite. We don't... creatures can be helpful, but not if they're going for the infinite combo. I've seen a couple of builds that really aren't even going for the infinite combo anymore. They're just going for the value engine with Spike Feeder. But this is clearly not one of them, so... Ooh. It stops the combo, but it's extreme. It doesn't get Tron. No, they can just creature us out. 3 cards on the bottom. We don't need Blast Zone. We do have Tron. Do we get rid of... What are we more likely to draw into? Alright. So we keep the will to the color sources. I'm going to risk it and keep the color sources. I'm sorry, risk it and keep the wilt and hope we find the color source. Alright, I know what I'm cracking that expedition map for. Wow, they sideboard heavily for Tron. Oh, but that's a decent draw. We get rid of that dampening sphere. Drawing Tron is nice. Can we draw a threat? I'd love an Ugin here. One spell each turn. Well, we can't really play anything, so we're going to bluff like we don't have Tron. I probably should have put Jegantha in hand. Ooh, this could be... Yep, that could be bad. Depending on what they hit, I can't get the Jegantha. Had I gone for the tower, I could have gotten the Jegantha to hand and played it next turn. Or I could have not cracked the relic, but I was hoping to draw something. We're going to have 7 mana next turn, so if we draw a Karn, we're not bad. So they didn't hit the combo, which is nice. They've got choices. And they grab a Walking Ballista. That's a good bit of damage. Oof. And that's the combo for next turn. Yeah, we really comes down to our top deck. Yep. Well, do they have it next turn? It doesn't enter with a plus... Wait, does it? Okay, it doesn't enter with a +1 counter on it. I think we've got one more turn. Do we go for the Ancient Stirrings to try and find something? Oh, we can do both, I guess. Right? Yeah. Ancient Stirrings. Oh, right. Nope, we can't do both. Yep. Well, Ancient Stirrings would have been nice. Ulamog is probably our best draw at this point. Oh, nope, nope, yep, nope. They've got the combo. Never mind. I forgot that enters with a +1. Yep. Conclave Mentor is good. Do we make any changes? I don't believe we do. The relics don't really do anything, but well, actually, you know what? Oh, too late. Would you like to play first? Yes, I would. Declare Jegantha. Another god awful hand. Hand with Tron plus turn 3 Karn. Yes. This. Yeah, I think this can get us there. We're going to put one of the Karns to the bottom just in case they keep a dampening sphere. Alright, they have a turn 1 play. Pithing Needle. Arbor Elf. 3 mana for next turn. Power Plant, pass. Do they have the dampening sphere? If they don't, we take their white source here. They could have another. They likely have another, but... Oh, yeah, we definitely take that white source. They could still have the dampening sphere, though. Well, okay. I think they were a little premature in this. They don't even know they don't know we have the Karn. I'm scooping. I would have at least waited to the threat, but you know, hey, we got game 3 here, or yeah, match 3. We got it. All right, round 4. We are 2-1 so far, and flying through these. That one really came down to that mistake they made. Game 1. Had it not been for that mistake, I think they would have taken it. And never count on your opponents making mistakes for winning matches. It does happen, but it's always better to assume you're playing against a pro who makes no mistakes. And hope you play as well as that too, because mistakes aren't bad, but they're never fun when you make them, especially when you see them right after. I'm sure we've all, if you're a Tron player, I'm sure you've been here, because every Tron player will do this at least one part. It's like, you know, part of being a Tron deck. It's like a rite of initiation. It's grabbing the wrong Tron land off your search. Every Tron player has done it at least once, especially if they start off with a Tron land set that is mismatched. If you're playing one of each art from the original arts, oh, it is so easy to grab the wrong lands. I did that at my first, what was it? Was it Star City Games Open? Yeah, it was a Star City Games Open. Game 3. So it's just to the point where I was starting to get tired, and yep, I grabbed the wrong Tron land. I think luck had me covered, though, because I drew into what the Tron land I needed, but every Tron player is going to do it at least once, and you can't. Luck doesn't always help. Sometimes, you know, beginner's luck comes out there. Most of the time, it does not. Hey, if you made it to round 3, or you happen to skip to this exact moment and are hearing me talking, leave a comment down below. Something like, Yeah, say Merit Blade combo weird down below just to get people, questioning what's going on. If you read the comments down below and saw the Merit Lage thing and watch because you're looking for it and then saw this part of the video, comment on somebody else's something else funny. Just make see if we can get a chain going. Just make the combos go weirder and weirder. Like add things to this Merit Lage deck that doesn't exist. Oh, and with my luck, this is going to be a Merit Lage deck. That'd be funny though. I'd be fine with it. I would really like that. That is top tier prediction if that we see Merit Lage, because I'm not even sure Merit Lage is modern playable. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's not. It's banned in modern. Yep. The league matchmaking failed. Do it anyway, though. See how many people we can get. It is definitely banned in modern. So yeah, make it just Comet ban cards in this deck then. Oh, a Orion deck. Interesting. And another Neutron land hand. Alright, mulligan. If only we had an expedition map. We'll keep digging. Nope. Go to 4. Oh. Go to 3. Hopefully. Alright. We're in trouble. Maybe we can pull it out, but yeah, this is going to be a rough one. This is turn 5 Tron at the early. Turn 4 if we happen to draw perfectly. Ah, Utopia Sprawl. Their men are amping. It's at this point they're thinking we're not a Tron deck. And I'm going to let them go that for a main phase and then Sylvan start crying and grab the Tron land. Hold up that illusion for a quarter of a second. All right. Come on, show me a Tron land. Well, it's not a Tron land, but it's akin to a Tron land, but we'll go ahead and play the Oblivion Stone because we can Sylvan Scrying next turn. And if we draw a Tron land, then we'll know what we're missing. Nahiri Harbinger. All right, well, we get another forest. The good news is we are going to get to blow the O-Stone because they don't know this last card in my hand is a land. And we get to get rid of those Planeswalkers and their mana source. And a couple of their Planeswalkers. They still have a full hand. They are not hurting, but best case, we draw a tower, And then we get to put Jegantha in hand as well. This is the point where they're considering whether they're throwing more on the board or not. Okay, bring to light 4 colors. Oh, they're gonna, yep. Tibalt. Yep. Goodbye, O-Stone. Yeah, no, I do not recover this game. Nahiri Ultimate's next turn. Yep. Four color. They're running the Tibalt combo. I'm not sure Veil is really what we bring in. Maybe a few over the relics. Four color, you're Ryan. Tibalt for 4 mana, yeah. Come on, we need Tron. Nope, that is not Tron. Neither is that. No, we got a 4. Okay, good. Right? O-Stone? Yeah, we'll go O-Stone. Force would feel really bad here. Karn? Alright, Blast Zone. Really would like a playable threat. If it's not too much to ask, turn 3 Karn would be amazing. But I'll settle for Wormcoil Engine. Oh, are they holding up an Assassin's Trophy? Also, I think that does confirm they are actually 5 color Urian. Yep, it was the Assassin's Trophy. Although that works out fairly nicely. So long as they don't have a surgical. Alright, they went for the draw card. Let's tap that better. So we at least have a threat out on the field. Never mind. Yeah, I'd say that's better. Goodbye, Triumph. Let's see what color they go get. Red. Makes sense. Alright. I like having the O-Stone. I don't think they actually have that many counter spells, which is decent. They want more land destruction. They're down 2 colors. They could have a path. They're down blue. They're no longer down blue. Alright, so rather than... Two, three, four. Yeah, we'll just take out both of their planeswalkers at once. We have recovered nicely. Still could be in a tricky spot. Just depends. They still have a full hand of 7, so... We just need to draw 1 bomb, though, and we're in a good spot. Bring the light for 5. Yep. Well, crumble to dust sucks. The good news is that we draw one more land. They need to do something or we can swing lethal next turn. And if we draw one more land, we can play the Karn to play whatever, to answer whatever they play. Another Bringolite. Yeah, 2 Bringolites is tricky. Come on, land. I'm a little short. Oh, this is a big turn. Yep. They are 5-color on math. Nib Mizzet Reborn. Yeah, nope. That crumbled to dust was just a little too powerful. We needed these cards a little sooner. I think an All Is Dust and a land into an All Is Dust is about our best hope. Come on, land. No. Maybe should have been more worried about the Tibble, but oh well. Oh, yeah, give me an all as dust. That life gain is powerful. And there's my own thragtusk. Yep. Come on, all is dust. Oh, thank you. Oh. They have a 3/3. Okay, luck. Luck, 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 luck. They should be almost out of Bringalites, but they should have a year. Oh. Did they just redeploy? I probably should get a creature, but I don't think there's a creature powerful enough that I wouldn't just rather draw the Ugin or have the chance to draw the Ugin. Yep. Come on, we need to draw threats. Of course they draw it. Any point in blast zoning for 4, 6, nope. Alright. All is dust or we're dead. Or Ugin or we're dead. Ugin or all is dust are our only hopes. And that's going to be game 4. Unfortunate. Well, we weren't getting there anyway. Alright, last game. We are 2-2. Can we finish this off with a 3-2? Or I'm definitely more a fan of the Concrete Creator build. Yep, league ends in 12 hours. It's going to be a good video to end on a Tuesday. Let me know what you guys think about posting the entire leagues as opposed to posting these single episodes. Most of my videos will probably remain the single episodes, but I've been thinking about mixing in a couple of leagues. I find it hard to find the time to play a whole league at once. You know, work. right, let's get the game going. On the die roll, nice. Let's see what we get. Tron, 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 Tron! Natural Tron! Keep. Ooh, Devil Jegantha. Do we have the mirror match? If so, I hope we draw the Karn, because otherwise, yeah. Our opponent mulligan to 6. I think we have the mirror match. Mine. And our opponent is playing Tron Relic. Do they keep a natural Tron hand too? Well, unfortunately, we don't really have anything good to do with it. I think they kept a natural Tron hand. That was a okay draw. Backup tower is nice. We'll get ourselves a thragtusk out here. We're good on Tron land so long as they don't tower or touch the power plant with their Tron or with their Karn, which I think they're gonna play. Oh no, they had slow Tron. All right, nice. Worm Coil Engine. Not bad. Let me see. What do we do here? That's mine. Play the Oblivion Stone. And swing 5. I could have swore I turned my phone's volume off, but apparently my phone doesn't like to have its volume turned off. This attack doesn't really matter that much. They're going to play the Worm Coil. Oh, if they have the Ulamog, we're in trouble. Interesting choice. Let's see what they go for. Nice. We do have the backup tower. No, we did just give away we have a backup tower. Yeah, I guess we play the tower. The reason I didn't hold it back and try and bluff not having Tron is because even if they have another Karn, they are still going to take a Tron land. I think it comes down to who draws their big threat first at this point. As long as they don't have another Karn. Another Karn would be pretty ruinous. But I don't think they're going to try and play around O-Stone again. They should have. If I were them, it may be running. Oh no, Karn may have been correct. Even into the Thragtusk, it's hard to say. Ugin? Sylvan Scry. Oh, are they running Ghost Quarter? Sanctum. Oh, Sanctum's pretty scary if they have a way to trigger it. Oh, I'm gonna... Oh, they can't blow it this turn. Yeah, misplay on their part. They tried to get fancy. Come on, Karn. Not the card we needed. I'm doing this because I really do think they're going to have Ulamog. And I want to have the ability to at least threaten lethal. They could have another Oblivion Stone. That'd be pretty rough. Alright, second Karn would be bad. But they pretty much have to target a creature if they do have it. Oh, second Oblivion Stone. Played right into that. That was the one card they could have that would be very rough, but they had it. If either of us were running Ghost Quarter or Tectonic Edge, this would be a very different game. A little unfortunate there. All right, show me the Ulamog. You know what? I'll take it. All right. That puts us in a good spot. They are down Tron. They won't be able to play an Ulamog next turn. Will they? No, they could still play an Ulamog. They have to have the Ulamog. All we know about is the Wormcoil engine. I think if they had the Ulamog, they would have played it already. Oh, that's bad. Yep, that's bad. Karn exiling my Karn. Do they cast something, or they let the mana expire? All right. So we need a Karn. Yes. Is that the only thing that does it for us? It might be. Ulamog. Oh, well, nope. Oh, this game has been back and forth. Combat. Oh, that's on me. We take out their Karn Liberated. Even this is not going to be a guarantee because I took out a mine before. They could have an extra one. If they can reassemble Tron, we're still in trouble. Do they have it? It's GG if they do. They don't have it. All right. It's GG if they don't. Well, maybe not. I'll be honest. It was going to be a rough comeback. They probably had one more turn in there, but we'll take the scoop. Oh, we've got a lot of cards to pull out here. Get rid of these All Is Dust. Get rid of these Ugins. Take in the Thought-Knot Seers. And the Wilts. Thought-Knot Seer and Wilt seems correct. Could potentially do the Warping Whales, but... Maybe over the Relics? No. We'll see. I think we are both creature variants of Tron. Winning game one, I have the bit of the advantage because I get the game two mulligan. Literally, those two cards didn't change. Mulligan for Tron. Alright, Urza's Tower, Urza's Power Plant, Urza's Mine. Tower, Power Plant, Expedition Map, that we will keep. You know, what do we pitch here? Put 3 cards to the bottom. Alright, we are keeping definitely the tower, definitely the power plant, definitely this. Is that correct? Yeah, I like the star for the draw. Maybe it's a riskier play, but if we go like this, we get the extra draw in there. I think that is the move. They're to 5, so they're a little ahead of us. Yep. Extra tower, all right. Well, that gives us a better option if they just have turn 3 Karn. Nature's Claim on my Chromatic Star? Oh, no? Okay. So they don't have turn 3 Tron, which is very good for us. We crack for green. Okay, we've... That's pretty much a lock there. Unless they pull out the old strat with the Pithing Needle, this is a lock. With them being slow on Tron. I'm not going to get too overconfident because I've won. They played Karn first last time, and I managed to get there. So it's not impossible, but it's very improbable that they're going to have it. They kept a curious hand. Okay, that's going to be pretty much a... yeah, we've got this. They didn't scoop to the first one. I don't see them coming back from this because we're about to decimate their land state. Only like a Pithing Needle is their best play if they have it. Alright, there's the Sylvan's Crying, so they would have had 5 mana this turn. Pithing, or... Tower. Interesting. This may just be a scoop. Nope. I'm going to take the green source. I wonder if they're on their last game as well, so they are just figuring they may as well see what happens. Second green source, alright. Props for them for going for it and seeing what can happen. We'll see if they play another land. If they play a Tron land, I ate a Tron land. All right. Oblivion Stone doesn't really matter. I keep forgetting I put a pause in there. They theoretically, yeah, like Ancient Stirrings. All right. Well, they are real good at finding those Tron lands. I do play cautious. I wonder if they... Alright, there we go. There's a 2-3. We get one chest, which... Yeah, I'll finish it up since that's ended on a league here. We are going to go other products. And just go ahead and open one. Open one and see what we get. Cross some fingers. All right. Well, there you go. Thank you for watching the entire league. If you liked it, leave a like, leave a comment. And if you made it all the way through this, consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you. Tectonic here, signing out.